Peace, peace, peace. I told you guys that I was gonna do a video so you can see how to belly bind yourself. So first off, before I go there, just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has reached out to me with questions, have purchased a belly bind for me. I have been studying this tradition for a while now, and just am really excited just to put out the information about this natural way that we as women can heal our bodies, tone our bodies, support our backs, and just really love on ourselves. So before I get started with actually showing how to self belly bind, I'm going to answer a few questions that I got, and I've got the questions over and over and over again, so I'm going to answer them. So how long is the belly bind? The belly bind is 12 yards. This one that I'm going to be using today, I cut just to adjust it to my individual shape. So I did cut some off, but when you get the belly bind, it is 12 yards. Another question, is the belly bind something that you can use outside of pregnancy, postpartum care, postpartum recovery? Absolutely yes. I actually put mine on yesterday and immediately felt my posture improve, felt some release of pressure in my back, and honestly, it just made me feel sexy as hell. So you can definitely use it outside of birth and pregnancy. My last child I had 15 years ago, and I still felt the benefits of using a belly bind. So that's the question that I got a lot, and I'm trying to think any other questions that I got. Obviously, you can belly bind yourself. I'm going to show you how to do that. There are ways that others can belly bind you, which I'll be doing another video to show me belly binding another person who happens to be pregnant. The belly bind can be used while you are pregnant. Again, it's used to help with your posture. So as we know, when we're pregnant, gravity kind of pulls us back. And so our back is used to having a lot of pressure on it. And then we also feel a lot of pain oftentimes in that pelvic area, depending on how low the baby is sitting. So the belly bind, just with other, belly bands. I know belly bands are popular when you're pregnant. This is another option to a belly band. So it's also going to do all the things a belly band would do, and just give you some release of pressure while you're pregnant, and help you carry that baby in a more supportive way. Let me think anything else. Any other questions? They do come in various colors. The colors are going fast. Certain people have put claim to it, so I'm trying to keep track of what colors each person has. But this is something I'm going to continue to be doing for my doula clients, my postpartum clients. This is going to become part of the closing ceremonies that I'm going to be doing. Even if I'm not working with you as a doula and you feel like this is something that you would benefit from, I'm going to have options to come and bind you and kind of do a ritual with you as well. So more to come on that, but belly binding is awesome. As far as with pregnancy and after you have the baby, I would recommend, if you have a vaginal birth, that you belly bind as soon as possible. So as soon as you're comfortable, you belly bind. It's going to help with your bleeding. Again, it's going to help you realign and get back to that upper posture, and to get your back to you not having to carry all that weight. Posture, it helps with alignment. It's considered closing. So everything that's been opened for birth and for giving birth to the beautiful spirit that you give birth to needs to, at the end of birth, needs to be closed back. So this is kind of closing and sealing you back and putting you back into your space as you being you, and no longer carrying your beautiful child. So with that being said, I'm going to show the technique of binding yourself for those that have inquired, for those that have purchase a belly bind from me, I mentioned to you that I was going to send information, so here it is. So like I said, I cut mine. It will come to you, it'll be 12 yards, but even with me cutting mine, it's still very long. But that is needed to ensure that you are binding yourself correctly. With binding, as you will see, there's going to be knots that go up the center of my abdomen area. We say to have like 10 to 14, 15 knots. Again, it all depends on your size and how you're wanting to belly bind yourself. Do you want it real tight? Do you want it loose? So I would say just play with it and go with what works with you. I'm not all about rules and what stuff is going to look like. Every time that I have belly bind myself, it looks different. So just be patient with yourself and make it work for you. Also, you know, some people that belly bind don't want to belly bind their hips. They just want to focus on their stomach region. So if that's for you, obviously you're not going to have as many knots going up. So first thing that you're going to do is kind of get your fabric and make sure it is not twisted up and it's spread out appropriately. Stretch it up as far as you can. That part that you stretch is, and you can see my arm is stretched out, is going to go over your shoulder. Okay, go over your shoulder and you'll spread that across your body. This is going to begin your binding. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and include my hip area. A lot of people do want to include that hip area, so I will include that for the video. You want it real close to your body, and you're just going to wrap that around. I'm going to do this belly bind pretty tight. Just kind of adjust it to your comfort, whatever that is. Again, it's not right or wrong, really. It's all about wrapping yourself and getting it to your comfort, as tight as you want it, as loose as you want it, but making it work for you. So you saw I wrapped all the way around my hips, a little bit under my butt. And then in the center, you're going to now take this area, loop around this, loop around. So I looped around, take it around. And because this is your foundation, I do it twice. Around, a second time, throw it back. Always remember, just throw that back over your shoulder. Some people put it around their shoulder, some people bite it. I'm gonna put it across my shoulder. And again, just kind of spread that back out. Then you're gonna continue the process, same thing. Take it around. Again, it's pretty long, so took it around myself. Get to this middle. Again, this piece that you put over your shoulder, and take it and just wrap it around. Throw it back. Throw it back. And you're just going to continue the same process. Tuck. Go back. Continue. And you're just really continuing until you get all the way under your breast. Tuck it around. Another question that I got, I just thought about it. Is this something that can be worn under your clothes? Yes, but if you're wearing something really tight, obviously it's going to show, the knots will show. But yes, it can be worn under your clothes. Obviously I'm not showing all my goodies, so I put it over my shirt, but I would almost recommend after birth that is actually placed under your clothing, under your shirt. But yeah, I'm just continuing the process, you guys. Every time I get to this center, looping it around, throwing it back over my shoulder. You guys can kind of see in the back. Same process. I'm just repeating it. I would recommend that if you're gonna make this a daily regimen, you know, especially after postpartum, that you do it when you're waking up in the morning. Obviously, it's not gonna be the most comfortable to sleep in at night. So just wear it during the day, take it off for bed, and then put it back on when you wake up. Just continuing. And I don't know if you can see, my posture has already improved. It forces your posture to improve. You feel very aligned. So I am done. So I'm gonna tuck this in the back. The other one that was over my shoulder, I'm gonna take that around and tuck that as well. And there you have it. So it's a more natural way to waist train. Again, helps with your posture, helps with your alignment, for coming out of having a baby, doing postpartum care. It's gonna help with your bleeding. Women do not bleed as long. That back pain that you feel after giving birth, this is going to help alleviate that again. It's aligning your gravity again. We know with pregnancy, your gravity is thrown off. So yeah, this is belly binding. And you do it the way you want to do it. Mine is really, really, really tight. Postpartum care, you may be sensitive and tender in this area. So you may not want to do it as tight. And maybe tighten it as you go along. But again, taking it off, you're just untwisting. You didn't even really have any knots. So you're just untwisting. So those of you that receive the video, see the video, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you're interested in purchasing one for yourself or know someone else that would benefit from the beautiful belly binds, let me know. I got you. And it's a wrap. Thank you.